All right, so this one, now part of this question has a figure that's going. It shows uh, how it corresponds to the figure on the left. Shows how it corresponds to the figure on the right. You see this gray piece right here. This gray piece is actually going to come out enlarge. It's enlarged right now, and then it's going to spin and show how it corresponds to this. So, pretty good chance I'm going to do it correctly, but I can't really see how it overlaps like it does in the graphic that you're looking at this question. I hope that makes sense. So make sure after I do this that the correspondences match up when you check your answer. And if it doesn't, then that means you either get messed up on the correspondence because I can't see this animation right here. But it does say this. It says that quad ABCD is similar to quad EFGH. Now, another piece that's important is the order of the correspondences. And so, for example, AB comes first and second here, doesn't it? Does it correspond to EF, which comes first and second? And I think it does. I think if you enlarge this shape and you spin it so that it overlaps this way, that's how we can tell our correspondences. All right, so let's go through. So, and we'll use that method, unlike what I did in the previous video. So it says EH is 58. EH comes first and fourth. What comes first and fourth over here? AD. So EH must correspond to AD. Does that make sense? So even though it's over here, if you enlarge this and then rotate it so it overlaps, EH would correspond to AD. So I write, and again, I'm still in the same thing. I write, and let's go small to big again, 17 over 58 is equal to, okay, so what else? We're given 23 in this. 23 is DC, excuse me, or CD. CD comes third and fourth. What comes third and fourth over here? It would be GH. So I write 23. Again, I'm going small figure to big one. 23 over, what did we say? GH. Okay, so GH. Oh, which is good. I was just trying to find any side. And if I go back and look up at the question, it says to find GH. Thank goodness, or else I don't know what I would have done. That will always work out for us on this. All right, so we use this, the cross multiply, right? Now, what some students will do, and Henry, I challenge you because you're such a good student, I would challenge you to be able to go right from what you see up above to the answer. And I'll explain how I do that here in just a moment. So GH is equal to, I got a thing in the back of my throat, so I'm coughing. Not COVID. All right, so anyway, the cross multiplication, I'm just looking at those red lines, 58 times 23. And then, 58 times 23. And then I'm going to have to divide by 17 because you get 58 times 23 equals 17 times GH. And you have to divide both sides by 17. I do all that stuff in one step on my calculator. And so I get about 78.47. They say round to the nearest tenth. So I would say 78. I don't know if you're going to see this because it's going to go off the screen here. 78.5. Oh, yeah, it shows up. And so that's what I get for the answer to that one.